Look, I feel the same way, honestly. That is so much how I feel right now. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to the Royal Generation of the Medieval Legacy Challenge. I was like, what colour am I? Not a colour. It's fine. We're royal. I wanted to quickly show you guys the changes that I made to this lot because I moved out the parents-in-law. So I moved out Gregorius, Avelia, and Avelina, I think. I can't remember the name of the grandma. I moved them out, so they live over here now. They've got a very nice house. I know they're like, in theory, the Lord, and these guys are like less, but also we're less likely to visit their lot, so I didn't, it's smaller. And I downsized this tower. We didn't need the whole thing. In fact, we don't really need any of it, but I thought having a little watchtower was quite cute. So this is the original build I downloaded. I just kept like 50% of it because I thought it was cute and I didn't want to get rid of it completely. That's like a guest house, I guess. I could actually move the butler to there. And then I expanded this because I decided I wanted to put the piano not in the dining room. So I made like a little dance hall, which is super cute. And I extended the roof on the first floor so that they could walk out here and go into this space. Ultimately, as they have children, because we could make this room bigger now. In fact, I should probably make this room bigger, but we could make this room bigger. We could, in fact, actually add a bedroom here. We could make this whole thing rooms. They could put a hall. Like, there's lots of options for expansion, which, is cute, and I love it. It's adorable. So there you go. Now, I've paused Rhea's pregnancy. She's in her 3rd trimester, but I've paused the pregnancy because I forgot in the last part to ask you guys for baby name suggestions. And also the things happening back in Windenburg will be happening concurrently with her pregnancy running. So I have aging disabled. The pregnancies aren't paused when you have aging disabled. They will run for those 3 days come hell or high water. So I used MC Command Center to pause it. But look how beautiful she looks. Beautiful lady. She does not look happy. She is feeling tense. I don't know why. I can't remember. Why do Sims always do this when you want to have a look at their faces? They choose to sit with a wall immediately in front of them or have a conversation in a toilet. You know how Sims be. So I just wanted to catch you guys up real quick on that. And now we're going to jump across into the main household. So we are in the castle. It's Saturday morning. Today's plan is actually to take the family to a fair. It's a park lot that I downloaded. It's called Medieval Fair. I made some camera angle. Hello. I made some changes to like add more activities and try and make it a bit more grown up because it's more intended for a focus on the teens. Because in this part, as I've been saying for like probably 3 parts now, we're going to try and focus on getting Lily to meet some eligible fellas. So I've created a club. I've put them in it. I am actually going to edit because for some of these I had to get her to introduce herself to them, and some of them I was able to add via the club interface. I'm going to edit her relationship with all of them basically to 0, to complete neutral when I start the club gathering. So don't worry about these scores for now. We've got a few names you might recognize. We have Dirk Dreamer and Piers Delgato. We also have a Targaryen here. My hesitation with having her get in a relationship with a Targaryen, aside from the fact that I've heard some of those names and they don't seem like great people, is I don't know the law. So I'm worried that if I had her marry a Targaryen, you guys would expect me to reflect the Game of Thrones law in some way, and I could not do that. So I thought I'd give him a chance, but with a big asterisk over his name that it's not a franchise I've particularly engaged with. We don't need to eat the cake. Where is this cake? I keep trying to auto queue for them to solve their hunger need and they keep making a beeline for cake. I'm assuming it was the wedding cake. Sure, you can like Optimistic Sims, Desiree. I'm surprised you didn't already. I'm assuming we had it here. Yes, we did. Did we even cut the cake? There are 11 pieces left and I feel like Fiona may have actually just eaten one of them. So cool. I also love that everybody's in their pajamas. This is really annoying. I did experiment with some mods to try and get them to get changed when they got up in the morning. Wasn't particularly successful. So I'm going to have you get changed as well, my darling, into something a bit more regal. Thank you. Love that for us. So I am going to take everyone to the park. I figured I'll let them eat first, just so we're not all ravenous. Desiree will probably stay. Actually, no, Desiree would come. She's security. And I'd like to have some of the knights be there as well. But I'm conscious that it's going to be too many Sims on the lot at that point. We're all having cake for breakfast, which, oh no, you're apparently having fish. I genuinely thought that was cake, you guys. Also, Lily just hit a phase because she is still a teen. I think she's feeling defiant or something. Maybe she doesn't want to get married. I forgot to say, I called it the Bachelorette because I couldn't think of what else to call it. I just wanted to have a way to force the fellas to attend, to be honest. What is your phase? Rebellious. Growing up means rebelling against the old fuddy-duddies rules. This sim will argue with their parents, more often swear and procrastinate when doing homework. I mean, she has graduated already, so less relevant, but that's all right. We're going to Newcrest, and I put it here. Windenburg Medieval Fair is the name of the original lot. This game hates me. It does, I'm pretty sure. So by the way, a couple of shout outs from the gallery. Shout out to Keysonks for the Windenburg Medieval Fair lot. They did 99.9% of it. I just tinkered. Also, shout out to Zoe Sage, who made the medieval equivalent of the Targaryens. So thank you very much for that. So apparently the Lord and his family have moved from the same place where Fiona's from, which is Brindleton, to hopefully further strengthen the alliance. And you can see the look does actually fit. Obviously, I've given them all a bit of a makeover using my CC, but that's the family that has been created. One of them is named Joffrey, and I don't think he was he a Targaryen? I don't know the lore, like I said. So maybe it doesn't matter if I just make it up. Maybe, it's fine. The rain should stop momentarily. I have used my god powers, hopefully. Come on, MC Command Center, don't let me down. Everyone's running inside. Look, I don't blame them. They're all going to get sick, which I love that for me. But hopefully it settles down now. Oh, there was some electronics on this lot because I think it was intended to be like a Ren Fair type lot. Yay, it cleared. What a miracle. Wait, attempt to swipe? She doesn't have a skill that would let her do that. Is it just her? Is it something to do with the club? It must be. What have I done? Why can she attempt to swipe everything? What the heck? I mean, I'm not going to. Oh, I added mischief. Oh, I added be funny. That was funny. Okay, well, I'll add tell jokes instead. I don't want her swiping stuff. I can still swipe stuff. None of these activities should make it so she can swipe stuff. I'm a little concerned all of these men are going to be horrific pickpockets, but I can't figure out what's causing it. So I'm just going to quickly go through, set her friendship to 0 with everyone. Now, all of these guys are either lords or will inherit noble titles if they're not already. Damien is one of the ones who already has a noble title. He is distantly related to us, but unfortunately the family tree is broken. So I can't look all the way back in our family tree anymore, which is actually kind of devastating, to be honest with you. I can only go back as far as Vivienne, and I think the relationship she has with them is actually further back than that. So, I mean, it's to the point where it doesn't matter. I just don't want to give anyone a head start, all right? Because this is all about making friends. So, I have set her friendship with all of them to 0. So, some of them we know the traits of already. Some of them we don't. Oh, I was going to say, I might actually have Desiree make some food. She's all over it, you guys. Although, glazed donuts. This is very witchy. It feels more like... I didn't really look down here, to be honest with you. This is not medieval at all. We're just not tabbing down, you guys. All right, he's out here doing push-ups. Heek Sims 4. I changed it to a different piano, but I left a piano on the lot. So, and because it's a park, a bunch of people are turning up to sit on benches and look at clouds, because that's all Sims do now that we have Love Struck. Jonathan and Geraldine London. Well, aren't they cute? Oh, the fridge is broken. I'm like, where's the... I'm just gonna cheat it. I don't care enough. I can't cheat it. Desiree, I need to cheat it. Thank you. I could hear the fizzing and it was bothering me. All right, now let's actually focus, Cassandra. We can do this. So she's out here attempting to play change game. I'd like to play it with people, but the game's already in progress and I can't get the others to join. So I might actually have her come over here because 3 of the fellas are over here and we'll just have her chat to each of them. So this is Pierce Delgato, aged up to, I think he's a child normally, right? So I've aged him up to a teen. So we'll talk about the temperature. I just kind of want to give her a chance to talk about everything with all of them. Oh my gosh, it's Grace's birthday. Well, now we have to make a cake. I don't think we can. I don't think there's an oven here. There might be. It could be in the basement. I didn't know it was here. Now, I'll quickly give you guys a little tour of the fellas. So, Dirk Dreamer, looking incredibly hot. Not gonna lie, very attractive sim. What do we know about him? I think we did get his traits because I had to introduce her. So he's romantic and a genius. He'd be a great fit. Romantic could be problematic, to be fair. Like I said, Damien, I think we might be actually related to. I forgot she was on leader of the pack. Can you hold still, Damien? We are distantly related to Damien. I don't know if we know his traits. I don't think we do. Let's get to know. I could just have Edward introduce him to him, because Edward, if he doesn't know him already, in fact he probably, no he doesn't. All right, let's do a friendly introduction because Edward has outgoing too. I love how they just walked, the fellas are like, we're here to play symbols, not to attempt to win the hand of the queen, you know. All right, self-assured and active for Damien. I mean, actually Edward's opinion is the one that matters, to be honest. I'm gonna have him do friendly introductions to everyone. I can't type. Friendly introduction. Bookworm and creative. This is actually boosting our money as well, our taxes, because he's becoming insta friends with everyone. This guy, Adrian, unflirty. That would be challenging for us. He's a cute sim though, really cute. Hats off to me. Do I know where he came from? I do not. Oh, he's one of the goth stones. So way back like 4 generations ago, probably even 5, Cassandra inherited the goth estate because her brother was gay. I think she married someone who had a brother who was a bit of a wastrel, which was the stone part of the family, and his descendants are the goth stones, so they're like goth family adjacent, and the reason I hyphenated their name is because they desperately wanted to cling to being a goth because there's a lot of clout in the kingdom for that. Discuss healthy relationships. It sounds like a thing the king would do. He's a music lover and self-assured. Oh, our entertainer's here. Hey, Yoltik, good job. I'm basically shopping for a partner for my sim, you guys. But it has to be someone I'm willing to play. Unflirty. Oh, she's just over here. This is that rebellious spirit. She's like, I'm meant to be like socializing with all of these men, but I'm gonna come over here because I don't want to get married. She's maybe feeling the crown is chafing. The responsibilities of the crown are chafing, obviously. Let's bake. Oh, it's not baking, even though it's a cake. Things that don't make sense in The Sims 4 for $100. That is the answer. All right, can you go make a cake, please? I need to just remember to go back to her and like put the candles on. What is Sarah doing, by the way? She's over here chatting to the family. Spread the gloom. Come on. I could have her introduce herself to the fellas too, to be honest. To be fair, it doesn't have to be Lily. Do you know what I mean? Like, she could... The children that we need, the grandchildren that we need to complete Edward's aspiration could come from any of them. Ooh, we're over here dancing with Dirk. And whatever. I'm just queuing whatever interactions. I'm not so fussed about it. Hopefully she's meeting everyone. She's like, dancing is awesome. So has she actually like made friends at all with any of them? Not really. I could have them all come and dance. I have that power. It won't be the kind of dancing I wish they'd do. Oh wait, play some music. Entertainer. Right, quick. Back to Desiree. How's that cake going? It's in the oven. This very non-medieval kitchen. Also, I'm gonna take these upstairs because otherwise when Sims get hungry, they will just wander in. This is really cute, by the way. This is a park lot, so it is non-functional. There was a barista coffee machine here. I assume you could click on that and say hire a barista. I'm not actually sure. There are a bunch of snacks that came with this lot that they created, like baked goods, which love that. And they also added, this was like, there was a camp tent and then some children's play equipment, which I kind of downgraded a little, not gonna lie. This is a shop. Again, it wouldn't be functional. We're gonna assume this is a jester's hat because I couldn't be bothered jumping in and editing them. I guess if I had businesses and hobbies, there's a chance I could somehow customize things. But I think from memory, from what I heard, the businesses don't all run concurrently. If you have multiple businesses on the lot, you have to pick one. So I assume that it wouldn't work, but that's all right. How's that cake, darling? How are we going? Quickly add some candles. No, it's not in the middle. It's not in the middle. Here we go. Add candles. And then I can take it upstairs and we'll pop it on a table somewhere. And then I can get... Will it work here? I don't know if it will. Let's try. Let's try. All right, Grace, my darling. This is not where I was going to do this. She can blow out the candles. Edward! Get your butt back here. Honey, obviously there's a pool here somewhere. Do I know where? I do not. That's fine. She's so pretty. I have to give her a makeover. I've done so much already. Happy birthday, honey. All right, so she's a goofball, loves the flowers in and the ribbons in her hair. What shall we do? I'll see what it suggests. Loves the outdoors. Almost never goes outdoors. She does play on the play equipment a bit. No, definitely not. Childish? Do we really lean in? We could really lean in, I guess. And maybe, you know, she's just that goofy. I don't know what to pick for her then. We could go creative. I don't know, maybe she wants to be a painter. I realistically not gonna follow along super hard. Yay! That outfit though. She's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Ignore the piercings and the like eyeball ring eyelashes. What a pretty sim. All right. I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Here's what she looks like with the accessories and the ring and stuff taken off before the makeover, by the way. Stand by what I said. Very pretty. Alright guys, I finished Grace's makeover. She is adorable. The only change I made to her face, her nose in profile was really small. So front on, looked fine, but the nose slider was all the way in. So I have just adjusted it slightly so it looks like a human nose. So I think she's adorable. I haven't added any extra interest for her yet. I might do that at the end, but I'll quickly whiz through her outfits for you. Obviously, her colour is and will remain red. She's got less flowers now because she's having to present a bit more respectably. I think her mother has taken her in hand insofar as she can with a childish sim. I've tried to, like, still give her fun outfits, though. Like, she's got the little... I don't know if that's meant to be an owl or a cat. I think it's an owl because it came with life or death. But she's got, you know, fun things like, you know, full moon symbology on her wristband and stuff. I figured she got them from her sister. Maybe Raya gave them to her as a gift. This hair, by the way, I think it's a clumsy alien hair. Really giving mad Taylor Swift energy. I don't know. I don't know how I didn't notice that in the past. We have one sleepwear. We have, that was workout wear. One sleepwear. Very comfortable looking. I completely skipped an outfit category. We'll come back to that. We have swimwear. I love this outfit with the big fluffy sleeves. So cute. A slightly more sensible hot weather outfit. And then a couple of cold weather outfits. And here's her party outfit, which I obviously prepared earlier. Of course I did. I added a few extra likes and dislikes as well. So since she's very much now leaning into the childish, things like an interest in optimistic sims. Since she's on that creativity aspiration, I've added interest in artistic sims. Turned on by like funny, optimistic, arty type sims in terms of her romantic interests. This hair, still giving mad Taylor Swift vibes. I'm not wrong, am I? I feel like I've seen her with that fringe before. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a Swiftie, but definitely getting that energy from her. And here is not so little Grace in game, looking very impressed. So why don't I have you? Can we call to meal? There we go. Why don't you call to meal so people can have some cake? Desiree's like, I made it, I'm eating it, I'm in. Also, now I have a third teenage daughter that needs to be hooked up with someone. Oh, what are you complaining about? She's having a big old whinge. She's chatting with Yoltik and Adrian. There's not really anything I can do that would accommodate 6 sims. The incredibly non-medieval woohoo game that came with Love Struck. That definitely accommodates 6 sims. It is a good way to build a relationship with a bunch of sims quickly, though. Let's play thumbs up with the club. Pierce! What are you doing? He's like, I'm out, dude. I mean, you snooze, you lose, I guess. I also don't know how they're going to do it because there aren't really chairs, but that's all right. Oh, they're just going to kneel on the floor. Also, Fiona, did I invite you? I didn't think you were in the club. Oh, she's in a different club with us. You're free. Go on. Go on. Fiona, I said to go. She's like, nah. We learned that Dirk's a genius. I mean, I knew that. Where is this pool? Oh, it's here. I might actually have to fence that off because I don't want her constantly getting into her swimwear. I don't think they can get in at all now. It's just decorative, you guys. No pool for you. Love that we just immediately gave up. Love that. Play thumbs up with Sarah, Grace, Dirk, Damien, Adrian, Jace. Apparently the cap is 6. Sorry, Grace, you're out. I don't know where Pierce even is. Let's try it again. They're all going to kneel around this table and it's going to be very inconvenient, but I'm just trying to get them to do... What I thought genuinely would happen is that, given how quickly my Sims get crushes, I actually was half expecting crushes. I haven't had any yet, though. Oh, she's attracted to Dirk. And Lily's got a pristine reputation. I mean, I like that. Look, I'm attracted to Dirk as he is currently presented. He is a teen, though, so that's a bit icky. But, you know, if I were a teen sim, beautiful-looking sim, I've given up. I give up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Maybe have a chat to Damien. You guys are the only people left in this game. Please introduce yourself. And these guys are just playing over here, I guess? I don't even know what's happening anymore. Oh, we've got one spot left. Really would prefer Edward wasn't harshing my vibe. I also haven't used the bubble blower. We could use the bubble blower, I guess. That feels like a thing that rebellious teenagers would do, right? This guy? Not to brag, because I obviously gave them all the makeover. Gorgeous looking sim. So, you know, let me know what you think in terms of the, like, let's ask about his career, and we'll give props. I thought you were going to join the game. We're not doing that. Yes, high five. That's what I thought was going to happen. Oh, you lost your spot. Share people person tips. Damien's like, you stood up. I'm stealing your spot. It's because I have it as a club activity. I don't know why Edward got dragged into it. He's not in the club. But it feels to me a bit like the club activities are actually applying to everybody. Maybe you could... What are you doing? Maybe you could do a friendly introduction. And you could do a funny introduction. And you can stop taking selfies, young lady. So, one thing... I'm actually going to have Sarah go into the shop because part of my headcanon for this visit, which obviously the shop is non-functional, but she's going to actually... I'm going to buy her a tarot deck. I think I want her to start playing with that. I haven't really played with the item. I know this is more of a clothing shop. Could we? We can't probably try any of this stuff on because it's not a shop, I guess. Normally you can click on the mannequins and they try stuff on. So she's in his shopping while no one's watching. Change flavor to... I don't know what any of these do. I tend to assume the colors will mean something. Let's go deepest plum because it costs money. I assume the colours relate to the moodlets that you get. I don't know what purple would be. Hopefully not frightened. I feel like this item predated the scared moodlet quite substantially, so unlikely. But we'll change the flavour and then I'll say sit and try. And whoever turns up out of the group gets to participate. And everyone else gets to judge. Why don't you go on the swing, honey? Asked to be pushed on the swing by Desiree. I love that this guy, the unflirty sim, is the most responsive and also disapproving. This is quite annoying how they're getting up constantly. I'm going to have her meet up with the fellas sort of on a more personal level, I think. Are you not going to do it? He's just dancing to himself. His suit is also very shiny. It's giving cheap. Okay, he's actually doing it, which... none of the others did. Also, what? That kink in that hose. Oh my lord. Am I supposed to look at it from up here? I probably am. It's less obvious from up here. Very classy, my guy. Very classy. So, I thought she might get... Oh, we're grieving. Maybe that's why we're not getting any crushes. I thought she might get a crush on somebody, but what was the moodlet? A friendly voice? Okay, so in terms of the club, she's probably getting on best with Dirk at the moment. Have I queued him more than the rest? I probably have, because he seems to have been around. Dirk highest and then Damien. She's almost not seen him. Is he even here? He is here still. I'm not going to whisper about my crush. I don't even think she has any crushes. Let's try talking to him. I just want to give him a chance. Get to know, I guess. And then I think I'm going to take everyone home. Okay, the club activities are getting a little trying because it's overriding things, but also socializing should be one of the things. Maybe I need to cancel some of the other stuff. All right. Well, hey, she's charisma level 7. I just want to have a chat to him. Get off your phone. Nope, no phones allowed. Let's talk about the club. He's like, nah, I'm going to go play cards. I mean, what else is there to say, really? To be fair, I put them in a club with this as an activity. The Sims are actually doing what they've been instructed to do. It's just getting a little frustrating. I'm actually going to end this part here because I want to get your thoughts on the fellas. I feel like we can rule out Adrian off the bat. because he's unflirty, and I don't think he would. He's probably here because he's... Oh, the rain started again. We're definitely leaving. He's probably here because he's, like, the noble family he's part of has pushed him to be here, but he's very clearly, like, not interested in being the queen's consort. Do you know what I mean? Like, or maybe he's interested in it from a financial point of view, but that's coming across. I think we'll just rule him out. In terms of traits, the rest of them I think had pretty acceptable traits. I'm just going to keep it paused just because the rain has started. Look at that face. Look, I feel the same way, honestly. That is so much how I feel right now. Okay, so romantic and a genius. Probably a good choice for a consort, other than the romantic thing could get us in some strife. And ultimately, her opinions will be taken into consideration, but it is actually Edward's decision. Self-assured and active, not a bad set of traits, especially active. He would potentially have to, you know, eventually in the long run take over from Edward with the war. Self-assured music lover, less practical, but not bad. Jace is a creative bookworm. Not as relevant to being Prince Consort is the word I'm looking for. Bookworm could be helpful. He could like get really deep into this tactical strategy books, that kind of thing, in terms of picking a king. Music lover, not super helpful but not offensive. Creative, not helpful but not offensive. Self-assured, good. Self-assured, good. Active, good. Romantic, not great. Genius, excellent. Proper, very good. Unflirty, makes it hard. Frankly, I'm not interested in pursuing an unflirty sim. So that's the set of traits for the fellas that I'm currently looking at. And the other thing to bear in mind is there's also Grace and there's also Sarah. Now, Grace, for example, is a goofy, childish sim. I feel like someone who is probably not the proper sim, but for example, she might get on really well with the creative bookworm because she's also creative. In terms of Sarah, with her particular, what is she? She's macabre and self-assured. Okay, so she's going to get on great with all of the self-assured sims, potentially, or maybe they'll clash. But anyone that's like super cheerful, she's not going to get on with. And we're back and it's peace and quiet and it's not raining. It's also 11 p.m. I'm not surprised the sims were starting to get a little tired. I've just queued for everybody to do something useful, like, you know, take showers and go to bed. And just to confirm, I did have Sarah... Oh, we've got a random fish in our inventory. That's lovely. Let's maybe get rid of that. I don't know where she got that from. That's fine. So she does have her basic tarot deck. You can't buy the unlockable one in... Or at least you can't buy a usable version of the unlockable one in build mode as far as I can tell. Which is annoying because I've been trying to do it off screen and like the tarot collection quest thing and it's bugged as hell in my off-screen save. So I would, at this point, I would be entirely prepared to give up, but it's fine. So yeah, let me know what you think of the fellas for Lily. I'm also happy to have her meet extra people, but I think we'll narrow it down. I'll have her have a bit more of a one-on-one, less club-focused set of interactions next time, so she can actually maybe see if she gets on with them particularly well. And the other thing is obviously I need baby name suggestions, boy and girl name suggestions for Rhea, which will be our first grandchild or grandchildren. As a reminder, we need to complete this aspiration to finish the challenge. He literally just needs 4 grandkids and we're done. I am going to have everyone get married and I want to finish the war plot. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that because obviously I can't do a big combat in this game. It's not going to work. It'd have to be a machinima with some very creative camera angles on my part, and I'm also not buying the pack that comes with archery, the one that just came out, whatever it's called, the holiday one. I'm not buying that, especially just for a machinima where I'll never use that particular feature again. So that would be a massive waste of money. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but obviously I want to get it done. And it'll probably mostly happen off screen. I would like to have her get married as a young adult, was what I was going to say before I got distracted by her standing there doing idle animations. Because that way I can do a My Wedding Stories wedding. I haven't been able to do one of those in this generation, or like for a while, because people have been getting married as teens. And if they get married as teens, My Wedding Stories doesn't work because you have to use a mod to get married as a teen. So it's just not coded for that. All right, I'm going to end this one here. I'll stop rabbiting on. Love to hear what you guys think. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. There is a plate floating in the corridor. What even is happening? At least be on the floor. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.